You're watching KOCT Television in Oceanside.
This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
I'm CJ Demento. Welcome to Oceanside Spectrum on KOCT. First, we have the Assistance League of North Coast. Their president, Nancy Schaefer, and marketing and communications chair, Cheryl McLaughlin, are here to educate us on the work that they're doing for local students. And next, Mac McNamara, executive director, and Chewy Reyna, golf tournament committee co-chair, both from Brother Benno's, give us an update on their organization. And the Salvation Army is also here. Major Rob Reardon, divisional secretary for San Diego County, shares about how that group is getting us ready to go back to school. And DeAndre Brooks, co-founder, president, and CEO, as well as Patricia Franklin, co-founder and COO, will be sharing about Freedom to Succeed, a group doing impactful work in our community. So stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. All right, welcome Nancy Schaefer, president of the Assistance League of North Coast, and their marketing and communications chair, Cheryl McLaughlin, celebrating their 25th anniversary as a chapter. Congratulations.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Yes, so glad that you both are here. You guys are so wonderful together. I'm excited to talk about the Assistance League and all of the programs that you do. You have 13 different programs as an organization. Lots of opportunities for people to connect with you. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we are an all-volunteer organization, nationally associated. We have 144 members at the moment, but we always love getting more members and invite other people to join us always. Our members participate in those 13 programs you mentioned, and they're everything from outfitting children with clothing through JCPenney, to shoe fitting, to work with our libraries in our elementary schools, making sure that they have the books that they need that don't quite fit into the budgets that they have, incentive programs for reading that the librarians run. So we are providing the books for all of those. We have scholarships as well. So I like to think of it as like a wraparound. We start with children where they're in pre-K, making sure that there's equity in their schooling, making sure they have the clothing and the supplies, the health kits that they need for a healthy start in their school experience. And then hopefully those kids will earn the scholarships that we offer through Assistance League.
And lots of times we like to hear stories from the children. We provide programs for kindergarten through high school, and we have an assist teen program that young people can join, and they participate. They can work at the thrift shop or help us in events that we put on. And I know they do that for service for their school and their community. And my husband's been in the hospital recently, and there was a young man there as a volunteer, and he was helping my husband. And I happened to talk to him about, oh, you're volunteering? He goes, yeah. And I said, yeah, I work for the Assistant League. And he just got his eyes opened up and he goes, oh my God. He goes, I shouldn't have said that, I'm sorry. But that's what he said. He said, you provided clothes for us for the last 3 years for school every year for me and my two brothers. And it just made all the difference in the world. So it's kind of neat to see the circle around. We volunteer and then they volunteer. We had 270 children go to JCPenney's this year, and they got $200 each to get brand new clothes. We gave away over 1,000 coats and blankets to children in need. And how much in scholarships?
$68,500 worth of scholarships to 28 students.
And part of that money comes from, we have this wonderful corporate sponsor, which we're always looking for corporate sponsors. And his name is Steve Lincoln, and he puts on a golf tournament for us each year. And this year, the golf tournament brought in $22,000 for us. And that all went to scholarships.
Wonderful.
Right.
Wow, so lots of opportunities for the community to benefit from the work of the Assistance League.
Yes, we used to joke that we were the best kept secret in North County. But we are in there working with the schools to make sure those kids have what they need for their schooling.
And our thrift shop provides about 65% of our income. The rest comes for like our gala, which is on November 9th.
The gala is an opportunity for members and community to gather, to have fun, but to support our programs. So,
And it's all on our website. We're at alnc.org. And so we have our gala information on it. If you wanted to join the assist teams, if you wanted to sign up for a scholarship or become a member, it's all on our website.
so membership we extend to the teenagers through Assistings, a service program, as well as a social opportunity. And then, of course, our adult members. And we have a professional women's group as well. We call it Working Professionals.
And they bag up, like in one evening, they'll put together over 600 health kits. And each health kit has shampoo, face cloth, toothbrush. We always hear stories that make us kind of tear up, but this one boy said this was the first time he had his own toothbrush. And then with our blanket program, the same thing. They'll say, I haven't had a blanket, or my grandmother and I share a bed, and this is nice to have a blanket. We were just told a story by someone who came into the thrift shop that about a backpack. No, not a backpack, a sleeping bag. Because we have a community service assistance program, and we work with the Red Cross. So if there's a fire in North County, they'll call us up, and then we can provide household items and clothes for them. And so one of the ladies gave the boy a sleeping bag, and he asked if he could give it to his grandmother, because his grandmother didn't have any place to sleep either. So we went and bought a second sleeping bag for the boy.
Yeah, lots of stories like that. Yeah. So tell us and the viewers about your thrift store.
Our thrift store provides about 70% of our income so that we can run all of these programs.
Yeah.
It is probably the prettiest, neatest thrift store in North County.
Jewel box the other day.
It is.
Wonderful.
It is. We have everything from the jewelry to hardware. It's amazing.
To seats for the showers.
To seats for the showers. And the prices, yes.
We're open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 10 to 3. We take donations from 10 to 1 because we have to process the donations. Sure. And now we just started this summer, first time ever, an experiment to be open till 6 o'clock on Thursdays. So Thursdays will be 10 to 6.
And people can find all of the information on your website. They should go there and do that.
And we're in the Fraser Farm Shopping Center,
There you
Oceanside Boulevard, and a block from the 5 freeway.
Easy to find.
Just east of I-5, right?
Thank you both. You're amazing. All the work that you do in the Assistance League. Thank you for being here.
Thank you
thank
for
you very
bringing us.
much.
We really appreciate it.
We're going to be right back here on KOCT. And welcome back. Brother Benno's is here at KOCT. We have Mac McNamara, Executive Director, and Chewy Reyna, Co-Chair of the Brother Benno's Golf Tournament Committee. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, it's an important time of year again. The golf tournament is coming up, raising funds for our wonderful Brother Benno's. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're at it again. Tell the viewers why is it so important to raise funds for this golf tournament?
Well, Brother Benno's, as I think you know, was started over 40 years ago for principally the Oceanside community, but we do reach out beyond that. Yeah. And we provide various services, soup kitchen, which I think we're most known for, but we also do recovery for drug and alcohol. We do clothing for working poor and the homeless. Yeah. We also do working poor prevention in things like rental assistance, utility, transportation, bus passes. And then we recover about 2 million pounds worth of food every year, and then we redistribute that to the various members of the community who need it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wonderful work that Brothers Benno's is doing.
Indeed.
Absolutely, right? Yeah. And you're excited to be supporting those efforts with the golf tournament for the 7th year?
7th year, yeah. So we're really fortunate. We have Kelly Slater, 11-time world champion, putting his name on such a good cause, but more importantly, donating so much, not just his time, but his auction off one of his days at the Kelly Slater Wave Pool in Lemoore, which really contributes to the underlying profitability of the event. Absolutely. And we've got incredible sponsors. We have our main sponsor, our master sponsor, our title sponsor is C3 Bank, and Outer Known Clothing, which is Kelly's sustainable clothing brand.
Kelly
right here in
Slater.
Carlsbad. Yes, Kelly Slater, yes.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's like having 2 Michael Jordans minus 1 year. So it's world class, just to say that. At all levels when it comes to athletes. Absolutely. And then we have our master sponsors. We have ADP and Austin Surf Ranch and the Kelly Slater Surf Ranch in Lemoore. So huge contributors, and that gives us a lot of opportunity to raise a lot of money. So it goes straight back, and obviously we have it at Goat Hill Park. John Ashworth and the team there do a great job and allow us to come in and very much have a plain empty canvas to bring in all our food, bring in all the beverages, bring everything and make it really profitable. And that's a big shout out to how much they believe in Brother Benno's as well. So that's going really well. And then we sell out every year. So if you guys are interested in playing, get on it. It's on brotherbennos.org, Golf 2025. You'll get all the details. And then we have some incredible auction items. Like I mentioned, the Kelly Slater Wave Pool usually roughly goes out for about $100,000 a year. So it's an opportunity to get a night session and a day session at the Kelly Slater Wave Pool in Lemoore. And he donates that on one of his personal days, so that's huge. And then we also have a wave runner for the silent auction from the Kelly Slater Wave Pool in Lemoore, along with some silent auction items with the Murph mountain bikes, electric bikes. It's a great event, and there's going to be products across the board that you can bid on. But the overall good vibe of the golf course is pretty significant, because $1,000 gets you a foursome, but you're getting so much more. You're getting an opportunity to hang out with a lot of like-minded people, support local cause, and more importantly, just if you're a golfer, you're going to get an incredible gift bag. You're going to get incredible lunch. You're going to get incredible dinner, all the beverages. So we have it really dialed at this point right now. So it's a lot of repeat customers per se, because it just goes so well. And
really an incredible opportunity for a corporate sponsor to join that incredible list.
Yes, you can come on board and you can sponsor one of the holes, or you can come on board as one of our sponsors. And it's a great community effort. You'll see a lot of like-minded people, and it's one of those scenarios that you definitely feel good at the end of the day about bringing something great to the community.
And if the golf tournament doesn't work for somebody, they're not able to make it that day, there's lots of other ways that people can support Brother
Sure. We certainly take donations, cars, food, clothing. One of the exciting things about Brother Benno's is that we have a lot of wonderful redemption stories. And so you see people who are, you think are lost souls, lost causes. Yep. And we see them come back. And then the other wonderful thing about Brother Benno's is you get to interact with guys like Chewy and Kelly Slater and others who are just your good neighbors from all walks of life, who are willing to just give us their time and to help the community, help Oceanside. Yeah. And it's really there's a real positive vibration, a really good feeling working with both sides, really. I mean, when you're working with homeless or working poor and you see them get back on their feet, or you get to see and you say, if you're feeling kind of negative about the world, come to the golf tournament and you're going to meet some really wonderful people, some great souls.
Wonderful. Well, you both are amazing. Thank you for all you're doing at Brother Benno's. It's going to be a great golf tournament. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us.
We are going to be right back with the next guest.
Help us discover areas for improvement in Oceanside by getting the free My Oceanside City app at the Android or Apple stores. While you're out and about in Oceanside, please tap the app to report non-emergency issues needing attention, such as graffiti, abandoned shopping carts, potholes, and tall weeds. The app automatically notes your location, and you can add photographs instantly. The issue is sent and is routed to the appropriate department for handling. We all play an integral role in public services, and by working together with the My Oceanside app, we can keep Oceanside looking great.
Salvation Army Divisional Secretary for San Diego County, Major Rob Reardon, is here to tell us all about this well-known group, but with several updates.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. Happy to have you here. So I want you to start by telling us and the viewers about the mission of the Salvation Army, so they have a context for the conversation.
Okay, happy to do that. The Salvation Army has been in existence for 160 years as of this year. Started in London, England, when our founder, William Booth, just looked around the East End of London and saw people in destitution and in the streets and without really any purpose. And he reached out and tried to do something to rescue the worst of the worst, the people that were in the gutters. And that's carried on today all across the world in 165 countries around the world. Here in this area in Southern California, we've been around since 1887. And our mission is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, to share the good news, and to meet human need in God's name without discrimination. Anyone who comes to us, they're not turned away. We help them with whatever they need or however we can help them get to the next step in their journey.
Yeah, and you really do that in a number of ways.
Yeah, here in Oceanside, there are a variety of ways we help people. We have a food bank, a food pantry on Mondays and Wednesdays, open to everybody. There's no restriction, no kind of financial restriction on that. People are free to come and take the food that they need to help them get through the week. We also have, a Monday through Friday senior nutrition lunch hour from 10 till 12 at our location on Lake and College. And it's suggested donation of $4, but even that isn't required. And we have a healthy, nutritious lunch for seniors aged 60 and up, where it's not just a meal, but it's socialization, where they can meet friends, new friends, play a game, sing a song, just get out of their apartments or wherever they're living, and they don't have to be lonely. They can be with other people as many times as they'd like, 5 days a week, 1 day a week, whenever they need to.
And you also provide services for youth.
Yes, very active with our young people. We have music lessons throughout the winter, fall and winter months, and in the summer we have music camps and day camps. But we're gearing up for back to school, where we're collecting school supplies and hygiene products for kids and teenagers to help them get a head start on what they need in school. And we're going to have a back to school bash on August 9th. At our location, where it'll be a carnival of sorts, where there'll be games and food and all kinds of fun, and the kids that show up will get a backpack full of all the supplies they need to start the school year.
And thrift stores.
Thrift stores, it's a lot of people, that's their favorite thing. You can go and get a lot of good things at a fraction of the cost. But what people don't understand really about our thrift stores, they know we have them and they're quite popular, but our thrift stores 100% fund our drug and alcohol rehab program. And here in San Diego County, we have 140 beds for men and women who want to get sober, want to start over and kick the habit of an addiction of drugs and alcohol. It's a 6-month residential program that's completely no charge because of the income we make at our thrift stores throughout the county. You don't have to have insurance, you don't have to pay for it. You just come and you spend the 6 months learning how to reset your life and start a new life of sobriety and recovery, clean and sober.
So as our viewers are shopping at the thrift store, you're making a dramatic change in someone's life.
Absolutely. Every secondhand item that you're buying is giving someone else a second or third chance at a new life. And you're making an investment in that life by purchasing something at the thrift store.
Wow, and so all this range of services that you provide, if someone would want to volunteer or donate, how would you direct them to do that?
You can donate at oceanside.salvationarmy.org. that takes you to the Oceanside landing page here, the Salvation Army here in Oceanside, and you can find out more about our programs. There's a donation link there. There's a contact link where you can contact our offices and find out what our needs are. And you can either volunteer or you can provide us with food or the things we distribute at the food pantry, or you can just come and have a meal yourself.
Incredible. A huge range of services that you provide. Salvation Army, a lot of people know the organization, but it's so great to get these wonderful updates.
It's really good to be able to share all that we do, and you know, it's the tip of the iceberg. Behind the shield, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of life-saving work that goes on, and we're grateful to our donors and volunteers for helping us make that happen.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for all the work you're doing.
Thank you.
We are going to be right back with our last guest. Okay, our final guests are here. DeAndre Brooks is co-founder, president, and CEO, and Patricia Franklin is co-founder and COO, and they are from an organization called Freedom to Succeed, reframing the school to prison pipeline as a catalyst of personal and collective growth.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, how'd you like the sound of that? That's it,
Sounded
right?
amazing. I mean, it's something we've been working on for a while, and to see it coming into fruition and actually being able to have opportunities to get our message out there is just really great.
Absolutely, it takes a lot of work to do what you're doing because it's very important work, but it's tough work. Right? And you're working with tutors.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so maybe a few years ago, me and Patricia met doing restorative justice circles inside one of our juvenile hall facilities. And she was working on a empathy app, right? And it was to be able to take victims and offenders and let them have an opportunity to have a dialogue. So she had that going on, and we just met doing restorative justice circles. And one day I was inside one of the groups, and I like to try to keep it as real as possible with the young man in there because I came from that type of lifestyle and stuff as far as serving time in and out of institutions before I came home, went to school, got my college degrees, and started doing community work. So I'm like, hey, fellas, this is something that you may be navigating. So I had received a phone call from an old friend of mine and trying to ask me to come and help him commit a crime, basically, right? He had been accused of drugging someone and got jumped. And so he asked me to come help him, and I had to tell him no. And so I felt like some type of way because when I was younger, he helped me out a few times in different situations. But now my lifestyle has changed. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have a son, I have a career, and I'm trying to do the right thing. So I basically shared that with them and let them know that it's gonna come a point in time one day where you're gonna have to make a decision like this, and you guys are gonna feel all of these feelings and emotions and feel like you're letting someone down, and how are you going to navigate that? So I was like, I just want to share this experience with you so when you guys come across a situation and you get tested, they will, have something that they can think about to help them navigate that.
Wow, and help to empower those youth to make a choice like the one that you made.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. And so the work that you all started to do together then was to create a curriculum of sorts.
That's right.
Yeah.
So on hearing DeAndre's story, I realized that I could employ a game developer background that I've got and create a behavioral simulation. So we created a simulation that was called Under the Gun, and it really hit. And so we created a curriculum that is really about self-awareness, career readiness, and also making good choices. Yeah. And so that really is called Game Dev Studio, and it involves people being able to bring their lived experience to the table, as it were, and be able to talk about what they've been through so that they can help others learn and grow.
Yeah, so using something that young people are really adept at or interested in as a curriculum. Wow, really interesting.
Yeah, also it's really great to train tutors to be instructors and as well as give them what's needed to teach hard skills. So The kids are also learning leadership, kind of it's a covert operation because they're having so much fun in what effectively is a studio, a game developer studio, and they're learning to collaborate and work together, hold each other accountable. And so what we're finding is that their stories, such as gang involvement, also substance abuse, social media, have been things that are very universal. And we're looking to take their stories and put them onto an online course platform so that other school districts and at-risk youth around the world can download these e-learning modules, the proceeds of which will go back to the student creators.
Yeah, and what I love so much about this collaboration, it offers formerly incarcerated individuals who have attended all of our colleges here in San Diego, from San Diego State to UCSD to USD, to have an opportunity to professionalize their experiences and take what would be a negative and turn it into a positive, right? They've gone through a lot of things that a lot of these youth are going through, and maybe they didn't have someone there to help them navigate through that. So now we bring people who are formerly incarcerated, college educated, and professionals now into those classroom settings, and they're able to bridge that gap at the same time and work with our youth. So just those that bonding is one of the biggest parts of what we do, and why I love what we do so much, right? To be able to give people second chances and to be able to meet youth where they are and just have a space where they can feel safe. I know when I was going through school, sometimes if I didn't know how to read something, if I didn't know how to do something, I didn't want anybody to know that, and I didn't feel comfortable just disclosing that to anyone. But when they are in front of people that have been through similar situations as them and survived all of that and graduated college, it's even more meaningful to be able to make that connection. And then they say, hey, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to not know something, and be able to have folks in a space that's there to be safe for that.
Yeah. So you're serving sort of as a model.
Yes.
And through the challenges, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure there's challenges with this, work that you're doing too.
Yes. There definitely are all the way around. I mean, one of the biggest things at all times is always funding. A lot of our different agencies have lost discretionary funding. So, everything is dependent upon that in order to get going. And we volunteer a lot and continue to just bring kids in and our adults as well to work with them so we can make this thing work. So it's been that. Everything else is really, really a piece of cake when you bring in individuals in and they have this background and experience and they're connecting with the youth and they see that, they're like, hey, I can be that now. Now we're breaking the school to prison pipeline when you have individuals who are either ex-gang affiliated or have gone to prison and come home and got bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and are serving on boards and commissions such as myself, right? And it's just great to be able to be that representation to show them how to code switch and do several different things.
Right. Yeah, I think that it's really kind of the 3 H's, right? Yeah. So the tutors in a lot of ways are healing their younger selves because they're connecting with these youth at a very deep level. We're also helping the youth really make better choices, and we're helping them be heard literally around the world. So it's really a beautiful, virtuous circle.
And if people want to get involved with the work that you're doing, they want to help support the work that you're doing, how do they go about doing that?
Yes, our website is freedomtosucceed.org. I don't know what camera I'm supposed to look in for that, maybe all of them. freedomtosucceed.org. Anything would be greatly appreciated to make sure that we continue to be able to do this work and we can scale all throughout San Diego County.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. What an incredible project that you're working on, and incredible work between you two.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching Oceanside Spectrum in this month of August. We hope you learned a lot about these passionate groups working to strengthen our community for everyone. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks, and take good care.
You're watching KOCT Television in Oceanside.